Good morning. Today we will solve the problems on block diagram reduction. The problem that may be asked like that, the reduce the given block diagram to its canonical or simple form and hence obtain the equivalent transfer function Cs upon Rs. So you have to reduce this block diagram. Now regarding the block diagram, so basically block diagram, it is a pictorial representation of the given system. It is a very simple way of representing a given complicated practical system. In block diagram, the interconnection of system components to form a system can be conveniently shown by the blocks arranged in proper sequence. To draw the block diagram of a practical system, each element of a practical system is represented by a block. The block is called the functional block. It means the block explains mathematical operation on the input by the element to produce the corresponding output. The actual mathematical function is indicated by inserting corresponding transfer function of the element inside the block. So for a closed loop system, the function of comparing different signals is indicated by the summing point. So you can see the summing points. So there are total 3 summing points. So that is indicated the cross into the circle. So these are the summing points. Then a point from which signal is taken for the feedback purpose is indicated by takeoff point in a block diagram. So in this there is a H1 and H2. These are the two feedbacks, and the line in between G1 and J2 that is connected to feedback, it is called the takeoff point. And another takeoff point, it is in between the summing point and transfer function G6 that you can see at the right hand side of the diagram. So there are two takeoff points. One, it is in between G1 and G2, and another it is in between summing point and the transfer function G6. All these summing points, blocks and takeoff points are then must be connected according to practical system. The connection between the blocks is shown by the lines called as branches of the block diagram. An arrow is associated with each and every branch, which indicates the direction of flow of signal along the branch. The signal cannot travel, or the signal can travel along the direction of an arrow only. It cannot pass against the direction of an arrow. Now we will solve this problem on a reduction of the block diagram. Now, while solving the problem, certain rules that we have to follow. So for getting single block equivalent, the said rules need to be applied. After each simplification, a decision needs to be taken. For each decision, we suggest the preferences as. So certain rules. So step number 1, or the first preference, is reduce the block connected in series. So first see the transfer functions or the blocks that are connected in series. After that, step 2, it is see the blocks connected in parallel. So reduce the blocks according to the procedure. So first step, see the blocks connected in series. Then step 2, or the second preference, reduce the blocks connected in parallel. Then step number 3, reduce the minor internal feedback loop. So these are the steps. Then step number 4, that is, as far as possible, try to shift takeoff points towards right and summing points to the left. So adjusting summing order. Then step number 5 and 6. shifting summing point before or after block, and 7 and 8 shifting takeoff point before and after the block. And then find out the ratio Cs upon Rs, that will be your transfer function. Now in this diagram you can see, so there is a no blocks connected in series at initial stage, but you can see there are the three blocks that are in parallel, that is G4 transfer function or block G4, block G3 and block G5 that are in parallel. So you can go for the step number 2, reduce the blocks connected in parallel. So rule 1 cannot be used as there are no immediate series blocks. Hence rule 2 can be applied to G4, G3 and G5 in parallel to get the equivalent of G3 plus G4 plus G5. So we will see the rule. So the shaded area, that is yellow color, that you can see these blocks that are in parallel. So you can reduce these three blocks. So we will see the rule, that is rule number 2 for blocks in parallel. So blocks in parallel. So the blocks which are in parallel gets added algebraically. We have to algebraically added these blocks. So that depends upon the sign that is given to that particular block at summing point. So for first you see the rule. So G1 it is connected to positive, G2 it is negative, and G3 it is positive. So reduction will be G1 that is plus, G2 it is minus, and G3 it is plus. So it is G1 minus G2 plus G3. Now reduce the block. So you can see here. So G4 it is connected to plus at the summing point, G3 also it is plus, and G5 it is connected to plus at the summing point. So it will be G4 plus G3 plus G5. So that is given here, G3 plus G4 plus G5. So that is the reduction of the blocks that are in parallel. Now see the next. Now after reducing that parallel blocks, now G2 and another block, that is G3 plus G4 plus G5, that are in now series. Now you can apply the rule number 1. So blocks that are in series. So the transfer function of the blocks which are connected in series get multiplied with each other. So blocks in a, this is the rule. So G1, G2, so it will be gets multiplied, that is G1 into G2. That is reduction of the blocks. So rule it is shown here. Now so you can see at the right hand side, so these two blocks that are multiplied, that is G2, that is shown in yellow color, G2, and next block that are in series, there is a multiplication. So G2 into G3 plus G4 plus G5, that is shown here. You can see here. So G2 into bracket G3 plus G4 plus G5. So that is the reduction of that diagram. Now see another, that is G1 and H1. So there is a feedback loop. So elimination, you have to eliminate the feedback loop. So to eliminate the feedback loop, so there is a rule that is shown, elimination of feedback loop, rule number 3. So you can see, so feedback H it is connected. So there is a plus or minus. So in general it is shown. So G it is a transfer function and H it is a transfer function for feedback. So the rule is, so reduction is G upon 1 plus or minus GH. That depends, so sign plus or minus, that depends upon whether it is a positive feedback or whether it is a negative feedback. If the sign at summing point for that feedback, if it is minus, then it is a negative feedback. Then you have to put the plus sign. So that will be G upon 1 plus GH. If the if the feedback is positive, means the summing point, the sign is positive, then the reduction will be g upon 1 minus gh. Okay, so according to that, so there is a, so feedback it is negative here, the sign it is not shown but it is a negative. So for that, g1 upon 1 plus g1 h1. So you can see here the rule, how the rule it is applied. So g1 h1, it is a negative sign, then g1 upon 1 plus g1 h1. Now again, so this block and the next block that are in series, so blocks in series, so again apply the rule number 1. So blocks in series that will get multiplied, so do the multiplication of the two transfer functions of the two blocks. So after getting the multiplication, you will get the single block. So g1 g2 into bracket g3 plus g4 plus g5 upon 1 plus g1 h1. So you can do that calculation on a separate notebook, and then you can verify this. So after reduction of the top loop, then it is reduced like this. Now, so this single block, and there is another feedback loop, it is here. So you can see at the right hand side there is a g6. So you cannot reduce this diagram by applying the blocks in series, because there is a takeoff point for the feedback between the top two blocks. So you cannot apply the rule number 1, that is the blocks in series that will get multiplied. So before that, you have to eliminate the feedback loop. So the blocks in series, so after applying the rule to eliminate the feedback loop, you will get the separate block. And now these two blocks that are in series, now it will again, you can multiply the transfer functions of the two blocks. So after calculation, you will get this transfer function. So you have to find out cs upon rs. So cs upon rs will be the transfer function. So that is a answer for this example number 1. So do this calculation on a separate notebook and verify this calculation. You can verify. Then example number 2. So first apply the rules. So while solving the block diagram, you have to apply the rules. So first preference for series, then for parallel, then you have to eliminate the feedback loop, and then adjusting summing order, you have to shift the summing point before or after the block, and shifting the takeoff point before and after the block. Now we will see how the, so if you observe, you will find that g1 and g2 that are in series. So you have to apply the first rule. So blocks in series, it can be get multiplied. So g1 into g2 to make the separate block. So after applying, so this is a rule and this is a reduction. So you can see g1 and g2. So the blocks, separate blocks g1 and g2, it is reduced to the single blocks g1 and g2. Then you can see the shaded area or the yellow area. So g4 and g3 that are in parallel. So that is your step number 2. So for parallel, you have to algebraically added the, so the blocks which are in parallel gets added algebraically. So you have to see the signs at the summing points. So both the blocks have the positive signs at the summing points. So that will be g3 plus g4. So that will be the reduction. So this is the rule that is shown here. Algebraic sum, it is shown for the parallel blocks, and you can see here g3 plus g4 at the right hand side. You can see the reduction of the block. So g1 g2 So block G1, G2 and block G3, G4 that are in series, but you cannot apply the rule 1, that is the block in series that are get multiplied, because there is a feedback loop in between the block G1 and G2 and G3 and G4. So first you have to eliminate that feedback H1. So see the sign of the feedback H1, that is minus sign. So according to that you have to apply the rule. So G1, G2 and H1. So this is a, for negative feedback, the formula it is given G upon 1 plus GH. So at summing point for feedback H there is a negative sign. So here G upon 1 plus GH. So you have to take the opposite sign at the denominator. So after applying the rule, so the block it is reduced to G1 G2 upon 1 plus G1 G2 H1. So you can do the calculation G1 G2 upon 1 plus G1 G2 H1. Now after eliminating the feedback loop, the two blocks that are in series now. Okay. So the students that can make this calculation and the reduction of the block diagrams on a separate notebook. So you have to practice it. Then you have to reduce the blocks in series. Blocks in series that can be get multiplied. So there is a multiplication of G1 G2 upon 1 plus G1 G2 H1 and G3 plus G4 to make the single block. So here it is, there is a making of the single block here. Now there is a feedback H2 and the sign is positive. So you have to use the formula for positive feedback. You will get, so this is a positive feedback. So G upon 1 minus GH for this loop. It is an example that is shown and the rule. So for the given diagram, it is reduced to like this. So the students that can make the calculations and verify this figure. Okay, so that will be the reduction of the diagram. Now you have to write in the form of transfer function, that is CS upon RS is equal to the transfer function that is indicated inside the block, like that. So this is a problems on block diagram reduction. Thank you.